Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Guys, what is good and what is going on, Sixer Nation? Your boy Bill SG back in the building for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play. And on that note, ladies and gents, it is the second play-by-play for the year of 2024 for your boy for this season. And tonight we got a thriller on local TV Philadelphia for where you find the game tonight. It will be on ESPN. But we got a classic battle here at home for the Philadelphia 76ers. As for the Philadelphia 76ers hosting this game, they match up here, welcoming the New York Knicks into the Wells Fargo Center for an absolute classic between these two Eastern Conference rivals. We will get into everything in terms of the injury reports and any other news that needs to be included, which I don't think needs to be included apart from the injury news. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Shout out to everyone that's already coming up in here, ladies and gentlemen. We got 5 people in here already. Appreciate all you guys for coming through and tuning in to start this stream off. If you guys have not done so, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And everyone, be sure to go ahead and share out the stream to everybody you know so we can bring more viewers up into the chat that are interested in this type of content. You guys know how we rock and roll as always. So, like usual, let's get down to business. And obviously, as you guys know, we always start off with the chat, seeing who's up in here and who's bringing the energy so far tonight. And it all starts with my guy, MC. What's going on, MC? Appreciate you for coming through. So let's go, Sixers. You already know what it is, MC. You know the drill. You know how it goes at this point. Appreciate you for coming through, MC. Hit the like button if you have not done so. Appreciate you for coming through as well. We got Charles Adderley. What's going on, Charles? Appreciate you for coming through as well. My guy said, Yoshi Network, it's about to go down Friday night NBA action. It's fantastic. Please like, share, invite, subscribe for any person to experience the planet best network bar none. Hey Charles, I appreciate that, my guy. I appreciate you for continuously showing support to this channel. Be sure to hit the like button as well, Charles. Appreciate you for coming through to the stream. As he also follows it up by saying Sixers all the way with the expected win. I wouldn't say it's an expected win, Charles, because this New York Knicks team is a team you cannot sleep on, especially for the fact that they did just recently acquire OG Anunoby, even though they did have to give up RJ Barrett and one more player. I forget who they had to give up. It was Emmanuel Quickly. It just came to my head, but I do believe it was those 2 players that they had to give up for OG Anunoby, and eventually they're gonna have that good chemistry together. So I would not say this is an expected win. I think it's going to be a tight game between these 2 teams, even though it's at home. But at the end of the day, hey, I can see the Sixers winning. I can see the Knicks winning. I can see this going both ways tonight. We'll see who comes out with the W. As MC coming in here, continuously showing support, saying this kid rocks, Charles. Yeah, you already know. Appreciate that, MC. But then we got my guy, SG Sports Talk, coming up in here. What's going on, SG Sports Talk? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. A loyal Warriors fan coming up in the chat, saying go Knicks. Even though he's a Warriors fan, he's against the Sixers. Against a good majority of the teams throughout the NBA, but he's still a loyal supporter of the channel, and I appreciate my guy, SG Sports Talk, for coming up into the chat. Appreciate you, my guy, as well. Hit the like button if you have not done so, SG Sports Talk. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. And I know you got all the trash talk rolling up in the chat, saying beat the Sixers, go Knicks. Going with the Knicks winning 115-100 over Philly. At the end of the day, like I said to Charles, SG Sports Talk, I can see that happening. Because with the addition of OG Anunoby and with the talented roster that they still currently have right now in Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, Quentin Grimes, Isaiah Hartenstein has not looked too shabby ever since Mitchell Robinson got hurt. This team is talented and this team is going to compete. So I can see that happening. I can see 115-100 in favor of New York. The Knicks will take a massive dump on the Sixers. I hope not that. I hope it's a good competitive game regardless. But I'm just saying this game can go either way. That's what I'm saying. As Charles says, MC absolutely in full agreement. He's outstanding. Hey, Charles, I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate you coming through. Everyone here being a little supporter of the channel to start off this stream. Appreciate everybody that's already coming up into the chat. And like I said at the beginning, if you guys do not know where you can find the game tonight, it is going to be on local TV instead of the usual NBC Sports Philadelphia. It's going to be on ESPN tonight for this game for a classic local matchup. Since it is on one of the regular channels instead of one of the special ones like NBC Sports Philly, it's going to be on ESPN tonight between the Knicks and the Sixers. So we'll see who comes away with the W. Charles says, let's go. You already know, my guy. You already know. Appreciate you, Charles. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, we do have some injury news to go ahead and get into real quick before the game starts, which I'm not worried about timing that much because ESPN always starts their games late, like 99.9% of the time, to when it should be starting originally. So we're going to go through the injury report right now if I can find it. So for the Philadelphia 76ers, we're going to start with the home team this time. So for the Philadelphia 76ers, listed as out for Philadelphia is shooting guard Furkan Korkmaz, listed as out with an illness. So once again, Furkan Korkmaz is still sick today apparently, so he will not play. Hopefully he can play, though, on the second half of the back-to-back when the 76ers do take on, I do believe it's the Jazz tomorrow, which I'll also be live for that game for the second of the back-to-back as well. But hopefully Korkmaz comes back. Hopefully everything's okay with him, obviously. And then second guy on here, there's 3 players on the injury report for the 76ers that are listed as out. Furkan Korkmaz being the first one out with the illness. And then following it up is power forward Robert Covington, listed as out with a knee injury. You know, it's going to be missed when he's on point. He's always knocking down threes, getting in the paint, doing his job. So it's going to be very unfortunate to have him be a missing piece for this team tonight. But, you know, that means more playing time for guys like Paul Reed, for Kelly Oubre to step in at the 4. You know, that just means more playing time for a couple of these players that, you know, don't seem to get a lot. But you know what? With Robert Covington being out, there's going to be some other guys getting playing time. And also, finally, for the Philadelphia 76ers, listed as out for tonight's game is shooting guard DeAnthony Melton, who is listed as out with a back injury against the New York Knicks. I do believe it was some type of back soreness. So hopefully DeAnthony Melton can play on the second half of the back-to-back against Utah. Again, Utah is going to be at the Wells Fargo Center as well, comparing that to tonight's game. So it's unfortunate that we're not going to be able to have those 3 players tonight because, in a way, they are key to this team. And it's just going to be unfortunate to not have them on the floor. But hopefully they will be good on the second half of the back-to-back when the 76ers match up against the Utah Jazz tomorrow night. Now over to the New York Knicks side. If I can find the injury report. Or do they even have anybody hurt? Hold up. Do they even have anybody hurt tonight? Injuries. Let's go to that. Anybody on the injury report for tonight? The only one they have listed here is the one that is listed as out for the season, and that is, once again, Mitchell Robinson, listed as out for the remainder of the season with a left ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the year. So, again, it's going to mainly be Isaiah Hartenstein. Like I said before, he's going to be the main guy for this team going forward, unless if this New York Knicks team finds a way to make a trade towards the deadline. All right, guys, so we should hopefully have this game getting up and running here in hopefully a couple minutes. But again, knowing ESPN, it's just unpredictable on when they're going to start. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat, guys. Appreciate all you guys for coming through and tuning in. As SC Sports Talk comes back in here saying, if the 76ers lose tonight, they should be called the Philadelphia Dookie 76ers. Nah, man. We still have one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. We're like third in the Eastern Conference right now. And besides, this is going to be a good game regardless, SC Sports Talk. So I don't think we'd be called the Philadelphia Dookie 76ers if we were to lose this game to the New York Knicks. As SC Sports Talk follows it up by saying the Knicks have ruled out Mitchell Robinson. They've been ruling him out, obviously, because he's out for the season, while Malachi Flynn is listed as questionable. They did not list Malachi Flynn on the injury report, SC Sports Talk, so I'm going to assume that Malachi Flynn is playing for this team. I'm going to assume he's playing tonight. Yeah, he's out for the He's out for the year for the New York Knicks. Yep. Mitchell Robinson is. But regardless, though, no matter who's in, who's out, this should be a really good matchup at home, especially on local TV tonight on ESPN. This should be a really good game between these two Eastern Conference rivals going toe-to-toe, head-to-head, whatever way you want to put it. We're going to get underway here in a couple minutes, guys. As we're here having this game be played in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Wells Fargo Center. This is going to be a great game tonight as the starting lineups come in here for both teams. For the New York Knicks is going to be Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, newly acquired OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Once again, like I said before, is going to be making another start at the center position. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they're going a little tall today with the starting lineup of Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre Jr., Tobias Harris, Nicholas Batum, and Joel Embiid. Once again, game being played at the Wells Fargo Center here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let's get down to business here. The 76ers rocking their red jerseys for this game. Usually these don't bring the best of luck, but again, we're going to see what happens. I'm not sure what jerseys the New York Knicks are in, but hopefully the red jerseys bring the 76ers some luck today. They usually don't do the best in the New York Knicks jerseys, as the Knicks have their blue uniforms with the orange font on it. So that's just so we don't get too confused on who's who. And again, it's on local TV, so you're kind of gonna expect the 76ers to have something along the lines of their red unis on. That at the end of the day, it is what it is. You also don't want to confuse both blue jerseys being on, so that's probably another reason why the 76ers went with their red ones. They could have at least went with their white ones, or they could have went City Edition, but at the end of the day, they decided to go with the red ones here. And the Knicks decided to go with the blue ones, so let's get this game underway. Isaiah Hartenstein versus Joel Embiid in the tip-off here. Joel Embiid getting set. Isaiah Hartenstein's been set for a long time. And the tip is underway. Joel Embiid wins the tip, and here we go from the Wells Fargo Center. As Tyrese Maxey has the ball in his hands, guarded by the newly acquired OG Anunoby. Maxey finds Embiid. Embiid with the way-off pass to Kelly Oubre. And that's going to be an early turnover here for the 76ers, and that is going to be New York Knicks basketball early. And Embiid shaking up a little bit early here as Brunson has the ball, gets over to DiVincenzo, over to Julius Randle, over towards Brunson. Brunson guarded by Harris. Brunson at the logo. Brunson around the screen. Brunson putting the dangles on Embiid. Puts up for a layup for two, and it is good for Jalen Brunson to start this game. Not the way you want to start, especially off a Joel Embiid turnover. Can't be doing that all night. As Maxey passes it to Embiid. Embiid in the paint, and makes it look like cash money. And makes it look like clockwork here in the paint. It's like crumbling up a piece of paper. As Julius Randle gets it over to Dante DiVincenzo, over towards Jalen Brunson. Brunson, the three ball, and it is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Maxey. Looked like Embiid was going to get the rebound, but it's going to be Maxey picking it up instead. As Maxey matches up on Jalen Brunson, now OG Anunoby. Maxey with the fadeaway two, no good. Oubre tries to get the rebound, but no, it's picked up by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo the three ball, and it is cash. Cash money for Dante DiVincenzo. A great pickup overall for the New York Knicks whenever they picked him up recently. Here we go. There's Maxey with the ball, gets it to Embiid. Embiid working the paint against Hartenstein. He loses the ball again. That's the second turnover by Embiid in the first quarter. And DiVincenzo puts it up, can't get to fall, but will be fouled on the play as the foul is going to be called on Kelly Oubre Jr. Rough start here for Joel Embiid. We cannot have that happening all night. Joel, you need to be better than this. Like, what are we doing? You have two turnovers early here in the first quarter, but that's inexcusable. No matter how healthy you are, it's inexcusable, and especially in this situation on local TV. First one at the line is good for Dante DiVincenzo. New York Knicks looking to go up by 5 points early on, and they do, with Dante DiVincenzo going 2 for 2 at the line. Sixers need to already start picking it up quickly. As Maxey's the ball here, gets over to Nico Batum, over to Embiid, and Embiid putting it up for two, can't get to fall. but a foul going to be called here. I do believe that's going to be on Dante DiVincenzo. Actually, my apologies. That is going to be a foul here on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's not going to be on Dante DiVincenzo. First one at the line for Joel Embiid is good. Embiid looking to make it back to a 3-point game. Embiid still needing to pick it up, obviously. After 2 early turnovers, for sure. Overall, it has not been the best of starts for Joel Embiid here in this game. And apparently something's up here with Joel Embiid as he's over on towards the bench already. Not sure what they're doing with the medical staff and Joel Embiid. Looks like Embiid just got a bloody nose. So yeah, it looks like Joel Embiid just got a bloody nose here. So for the moment, he's 1 of 1 from the free throw line tonight. They'll look to make it 2 for 2 whenever he gets back on. Which looks like he's stepping it back onto the court right now. Hopefully everything's all right with Joel Embiid, not just with the bloody nose, but also with his leg because he was limping a little bit earlier. Embiid currently averaging a double-double here in the regular season so far, averaging almost 35 points and 12 rebounds. Second one at the line is good for Joel Embiid as well to make it a 3-point game. Hartenstein inbounding this one to Julius Randle. Randle going to his left. Randle looking for an option, finds DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo guarded by Maxey, now guarded by Batum. DiVincenzo looking, gets it over to Randle. Randle guarded by Maxey. Randle going to drive. Randle going to pull up on this one for 2. Can't get the fall as it hits off the iron. Rebounded by Harris. Here comes Tobias. Harris looking. Harris in the paint, puts it up for 2. Can't get the fall. He missed the entire rim. As Randle has the ball, you're guarded by Batum. Randle looking, pulling up on this one for a fadeaway. Can't get that to fall, and it's rebounded by Harris. Here come the Sixers yet again. Harris backing in, finds Embiid. Embiid guarded by Hartenstein, gets it back to Harris. And Harris will be fouled by Dante DiVincenzo this time. But it will be an inbound pass here because Harris never took the shot, but Maxey will do the inbound. Inbounds it towards Embiid. Embiid back over to Maxey. Maxey looking for his options. Lays up for 2. Can't get the fall. But Embiid with his height takes advantage, gets the rebound, and gets it to go. Joel Embiid banking it off the glass, putting it up and in. Here we go. Here we go. As DiVincenzo with the ball gets over to Isaiah Hartenstein, over to Anunoby. Anunoby guarded by Kelly Oubre. Anunoby around the screen from Hartenstein. And Kelly Oubre Jr. says, give me that. Blocks it, gets over to Harris, over to Maxey with the layup for 2, and he gets it to fall. And the Sixers have the lead 8-7 here with 8:45 left in the first quarter. DiVincenzo with the ball gets over to Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein finds Jalen Brunson. Brunson looking, going to his left. Brunson still looking, still dancing, going to his right, going in the paint. Brunson back to Randle. Randle putting it up for 2, can't get the fall. And B gets a piece of it, and it's rebounded by Tobias. Toby gets it to Maxey, pulls up for 3 on this one, can't get it to fall. Rebounded here by New York as Brunson has it in his possession. Brunson looking, coming inside. Brunson pulling up on this one for 2. Can't get that to fall, and it's rebounded by Oubre. Oubre with the touchdown pass to Tobias Harris, who gets it to go with the dunk. And a 10-7 lead here after a slow start for your Philadelphia 76ers. And looks like we have a timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau and the New York Knicks. After a slow start for your Philadelphia 76ers with 2 early turnovers costed by Joel Embiid, they find a way to overcome some adversity here early on in the first quarter and have themselves a 10-7 lead with less than 8 minutes left to go in the first. That's more like our 76ers basketball right there. It's way more like it. That's more like our basketball. That's much more like it how we play. That's more like our basketball. Let's quit playing sloppy and play smart, please. Let's play some smart basketball. Let's quit playing some sloppy basketball for once. My guy SG Sports Talk, though, coming in saying go 76ers tomorrow, and he's saying to beat the Jazz. Hey, hopefully we can do it, though. You know what I mean? They got some pieces over there, though. They got Jordan Clarkson. They got Lauri Markkanen. They got some pieces over there, but especially some pieces that the 76ers are going to want to target towards the trade deadline when the deadline comes up. And I think it's about a month, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, at the end of the day, they got some pieces over there. And the 76ers want to clear up some cap space by if they want to trade Tobias Harris at all, because he's the guy with one of, if not the biggest cap hit on the team right now. But the 76ers wanted to trade him in a package for like Lauri Markkanen, Jordan Clarkson, or Colin Sexton, and maybe a couple draft picks. I mean, we'll see. As my guy Sports Talk says, the 76ers will destroy the Jazz tomorrow by a score of 150 to 100. I don't think it's going to be that high, but hey, the Jazz side I can respect, though. As MC says, yeah, buddy, you already know. You already know. Let's go. This is more like our basketball right here. Let's quit playing sloppy basketball with 2 turnovers on the first 2 minutes. Let's quit doing that. And speaking of the Utah Jazz, actually, SG Sports Talk, they're getting destroyed right now by the Boston Celtics, 57-29, with probably about 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. So it's looking good for Boston right now. And it's looking good for the 76ers tomorrow against Utah. Utah is going to be gassed tomorrow, but so will the Sixers. And Joel Embiid had 2 early turnovers earlier. But ever since that point, he's found a way to clean it up with 6 points in the starting 5. We got to get everybody involved here. Everybody needs to get involved at all costs. Everybody must get involved. Here we go. Dante DiVincenzo to do the inbound here. Directs the traffic as he inbounds it to Isaiah Hartenstein. Back to DiVincenzo, who launches a 3, and he gets it to fall. And it's wet like water here for Dante DiVincenzo to tie it up at 10 points apiece. Here we go. Here comes Maxey, though. Maxey guarded by Anunoby. Maxey going to his right. Maxey looking behind the back to Embiid. Embiid looking against Hartenstein. Embiid going to pull up on this 1 for 2, and he gets it to go. Joel Embiid with the pull-up shot on the jumper. As originally it was a loose ball here on the inbound towards Brunson, but it's going to be a kick ball here, it looks like, on Nico Batum. What a nice pull-up jumper from Joel Embiid from about the free throw line. Over Isaiah Hartenstein. You got to love it. Here we go. The New York Knicks will regain possession here with Brunson. Brunson bringing it down the floor. Brunson looking. Brunson guarded by Batum. Gets over to Randall. Randall guarded by Harris. Randall looking. Going in the paint. Randall bullying against Embiid. And it's a loose ball and it's picked up by Maxey. Over to Batum. Back to Maxey with the layup. And it's off the glass and in. Tyrese Maxey. Capitalizing when it matters most. Let's go. Instead of just chucking up shots, let's work in the paint. Brunson loses the ball, gets it back over to Anunoby, over to Hartenstein, who loses it. Looks like we do have a foul on this play, though, as it's going to be a foul called against Joel Embiid. That's another thing, too. We cannot have Joel Embiid get in foul trouble in addition to these turnovers. That's another thing that needs to happen. As the first one is No good here for Isaiah Hardenstein. Best he can make it is a 3-point game. Either way, this is something manageable for Isaiah Hardenstein and the New York Knicks, though, as he is able to put the second one up and through. Here we go, 3-point game, though, in the Wells Fargo Center as Maxey has the ball. Maxey guarded by Anunoby. Maxey looking. Went to the inside, goes back to the outside, finds Harris. Harris at the wing for three. Bingo for Tobias Harris. Here we go. Here come the New York Knicks now, led by Dante DiVincenzo and Isaiah Hardenstein, but DiVincenzo with the ball. DiVincenzo finds Anunoby. Anunoby over to Randall. Randall guarded by Harris. Randall looking. Randall dancing. Randall backing in. Randall looking out towards DiVincenzo. Over to Brunson. Brunson, the three ball from the corner, and he gets it to go. Jalen Brunson with a massive bounce back shot. Here we go. There's Maxey with the ball. Maxey gets it to Embiid, guarded by Hardenstein. Embiid looking. Embiid dancing. Embiid in the paint. Embiid putting work up there, and it's taken away. Randall got a piece of it into the hands of Hardenstein, over to DiVincenzo, over to Randall for three. From the wing, can't get it to fall, and Embiid gets the rebound. Embiid down the other end, gets to Harris. Maxey off the glass, and he gets it to go. Tyrese Maxey with the layup to put the Sixers up by 5. Here we go. The New York Knicks are not stopping. They're just going here as Brunson has the ball. Brunson dancing, guarded by Batum. Now double team with Embiid helping. As he gets it over to Randall. Randall coming to the paint, gets it out to Anunoby for three from the corner. He can't get the ball, and it's rebounded by Batum. Here come the Sixers again. As Maxey has the ball here for Philly. Maxey looking. Maxey going to drive. Maxey with the layup for two. Can't get it to fall, but looks like it is going to be a foul here called against Jalen Brunson. Yes, it is a foul here against Jalen Brunson. So Tyrese Maxey will head to the line here, shoot 2 free throws. It looks like substitutions are going to be made. First one at the line is good for Tyrese Maxey. As in terms of changes for both sides here, looks like we have Daniel House subbing into the game for Nico Batum, and Josh Hart is going to enter the game for Jalen Brunson. So Jalen Brunson is going to take a seat. Second one on the line for Maxey is good. So the 76ers will take a 7-point lead. With a little over 5 minutes, let's go in the first as Hart gets it over to Randall, over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo in the lane, and that's denied by the Sixers. Great defense by House. Here comes Maxey with the oop to Oubre, and he can't get it to fall as it rims out. And it's into the hands of Julius Randle. Over to Josh Hart, back to Randall. Randall putting it up off the glass and in. What a sequence here by the New York Knicks. I'll give them credit where credit's due. Here we go. There's Harris with the ball here, guarded by Julius Randle. Finds Joel Embiid. Embiid looking. Wrapped up all day long by Isaiah Hardenstein. It looks like adjustments are being made here for the Sixers again. Not adjustments, just lineup changes here. So Patrick Beverley's entering the game here for Tyrese Maxey. And Miles McBride for the New York Knicks is entering the game for OG Anunoby. Looks like we're going to have Patrick Beverley do the inbound, it looks like. With about 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. As Beverley inbounds it to Embiid, back to Beverley. Beverley driving in the paint. Beverley with the layup for 2. Can't get it to fall, but it will be a foul called here against the New York Knicks. And it's going to be a foul called against Dante DiVincenzo. '76ers look to go back up by 7 here with just under 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first. First one to the line for Pat Bev is good. Let's go. Patrick Beverly looking to make it 2 for 2 here at the line. As Pat Bev steps back up to the free throw line here. Second one on the line for Patrick Beverly is good. Goes 2 for 2 on this trip. Let's go, Pat Bev. There we go. All right, here we go. There's Miles McBride with the ball who just checked in earlier. McBride gets over to Randall, over towards a dude. That's Quentin Grimes for 3. He can't get the fall. That's going to be rebounded by Oubre over to Beverly. Beverly looking, finds Embiid. Embiid to Oubre. Oubre, the 3-ball from the wing. Bullseye from Kelly Oubre Jr. Big-time shyer for Philly to put the lead up to 10 with 4 minutes left in the first. McBride gets it to Hardenstein. Hardenstein the layup for 2. It's good. And just like that, the New York Knicks bounce right back just like so. Here we go. Here's Harris with the ball. Harris the 3-point shot from the wing. Too strong off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Josh Hart. And here come the New York Knicks as Miles McBride has it. Shoots the 3-ball. Can't get to go. It's going to be out of bounds off the Sixers. It's going to stay with New York. And Kelly Oubre is going to be checking out of the game here, and checking into the game for the first time tonight is Marcus Morris Sr. Miles McBride to do the inbound, inbounds it to Hardenstein. Hardenstein with the ball. Hardenstein looking, gets it to Randall. Randall going to his left. Randall looking, dancing against Harris. Loses the ball, but picked up by Josh Hart right off the bat, who floats it up for 2 and puts it in. Pretty big time shot right there for the New York Knicks to trim the lead down to 6. Here goes Daniel House Jr. with the ball. Gets it over to Harris. Harris backing into Quentin Grimes. Harris looking, putting it up off the glass for 2, looking to get lucky and can't get it to fall. And it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Gets it over to Randall. Randall out to McBride in the corner for 3. He gets it to fall to make it a 3-point game. Where's the Sixers defense? It's looking invisible right now. 7-0 run for the Knicks in the last minute 25. As Embiid has the ball, gets in the paint, loses it, but will be fouled on the play. Looks like we do have a timeout called as well. And it will be a timeout called by the home team in the Philadelphia 76ers. That defense for Philly really needs to pick it up. I get it's expected to be a close game, but come on, show some effort here and play some defense. But yeah, guys, like I said in the beginning, this is going to be a close competitive game as expected. You know, the New York Knicks got a really good team, and the 76ers got a really good team. Based on the first 33 to 34 games that these two teams have played this season so far. But both these teams have played some really good basketball. I think Anunoby's going to really help the New York Knicks eventually. Eventually, when he gets the chemistry down of this team, he's really going to be a weapon for the New York Knicks to use. But the 76ers are just playing some really good basketball. In the start that they've had this season, when a lot of people have not had doubt in this team because of what the 76ers did in the offseason and who they picked up and who they didn't, nobody had a lot of faith in this team. So far, it's looking pretty promising right now. They're almost 35 games into the season. Also, let's get that bench scoring up. That'd be fantastic if we could get the bench scoring going. Joel Embiid here heads back to the free throw line. First one on the line is good for Joel Embiid. Let's go. Second one at the line is also in for Joel Embiid. Let's go. Come on. Here we go with the New York Knicks. Here's Miles McBride. Gets over to Randall. Back to McBride. Over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein over to Randall. Randall driving. Randall looking. Randall the pump fake. Pulling up on this one for two. Can't get it to fall. And it's rebounded by Josh Hart somehow, who gets out to McBride. McBride the pump fake. Putting it up for three. Gets it to go. That's ridiculous. Come on. How can we not get the rebound right there? How do we have to let the New York Knicks get the offensive rebounds right there? Come on. As Beverly gets it over to Marcus Morris. Morris guarded by Randall, gets it to Embiid. Embiid the pump fake, putting it up for two. Can't get it to fall, and neither can Daniel House Jr. And it's rebounded by New York. Randall with the ball here for the New York Knicks as he's bullying Pat Bev right now. Gets over to Grimes, over to Josh Hart for three. Josh Hart can't get it to fall, but it's rebounded by Embiid. Here come the Sixers yet again. As Embiid has the ball, Embiid going to drive in the paint. Embiid putting it up, denied by Quentin Grimes. And here come the New York Knicks. Josh Hart gets out to McBride for three, and he gets it to fall. Miles McBride, a perfect 3 of 3 from three-point range and from the field to start the game. 6 of 11 overall are the New York Knicks to only 2 for 4 from the Sixers. As Maxey takes a deep three from the top of the key. Can't get that to fall. And it's rebounded by Quentin Grimes. From the New York Knicks as McBride gets over to Randall, over towards McBride. McBride looking the sidestep. Gets over to Randall. Randall guarded by Beverly. Randall still dancing around. Gets over to Josh Hart, over to Grimes in the corner for three, and can't get it to go, and Embiid gets the rebound. Embiid, the fake, out to Morris in the corner for three. Can't get that to go, and it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Here's Randall out to Josh Hart in the corner for three. Gets that to go. Come on, where's the defense? What are we doing here? My goodness, where is the defense? Here we go. There's Beverly with the ball. Beverly dribbling with it. Gets over to Maxey, standing at the logo. Maxey looking, guarded by Miles McBride, going to his right. Maxey going to drive this time. Off the glass is Maxey and puts it in. With 6 seconds left to go. Randall going to take it. Over to Hart. Hart going to drive into the paint. Gets it up and off the glass. And somehow in the world it goes in for Josh Hart for a buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. A very high-scoring first quarter here from both the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. But it's the New York Knicks with a lead right now over the hometown team, the 76ers, up to this point by a score of 34-30 as we head on to the second quarter. Seriously, though, guys, the 76ers need to start playing better defense than that. You can't be playing that sloppy a defense against a team like this. This is a team that's usually very scrappy every year. I don't care what their record is. They're a scrappy team in this Eastern Conference. I don't care what seed they are. I don't care what their record is. They're a scrappy team every year. They're a scrappy team every year. You cannot take this team for granted. Even if they had 0 wins under the belt, you would still not be able to take this team for granted. You still can't take the team for granted even if they have 0 wins on the year, which hopefully not. Otherwise, the NBA has a problem. But seriously, though, that was a rough way to finish the first quarter. Got to bounce back. Got to play some better defense, though. I'm looking for adjustments made by Nick Nurse in the second quarter. Only 2 turnovers here for the New York Knicks. Actually, only 2 for the 76ers. I guess the other turnover. No, I was looking at personal fouls. But both turnovers in that first quarter came from Joel Embiid. So both teams with 2 turnovers, but the Sixers are in a worse situation because their best player has more turnovers than anybody else in Joel Embiid. Got to take some accountability for that. Also, the 76ers need to start playing better from 3-point range. 2 of 6 in the first quarter is absolutely unacceptable. When you got the New York Knicks out here shooting 7 of 13, which is at 53.8%, you cannot be letting this team get any chances. You just can't do it here. Can't be missing a lot of these shots, though. You're overall shooting 10 of 23 from the field, but you're shooting very poorly from 3-point range right now. You got to clean that up. You're shooting probably the best that you can, honestly, from the free throw line. Perfect 8 for 8. 4 of those coming from Joel Embiid, though, so. But it's time for the Sixers to show some pride in this game. Like, let's go here. Let's quit playing the sloppy defense. Let's actually show that we want to play against our home crowd. As Josh Hart has the ball here for the New York Knicks, gets it over to OG Anunoby. Getting it over towards Miles McBride. McBride guarded by Marcus Morris. McBride going inside the 3-point line. McBride going to fade away on this one for 2. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded, though, by OG Anunoby somehow. Anunoby puts it up for 3, just chucks it up, and somehow the world puts it in. Are you kidding me? You let OG Anunoby get away with that one? I get he's going to be good to this team, but you let him get away with that? He looked like he just chucked it up in the air and was hoping for the best. As Maxi's the ball here for the Sixers. Maxi looking, guarded by. That's the newly acquired Precious Achiuwa that was guarding Maxi, and Maxi lays it up and in off the glass. That's right, I forgot this team also got Precious Achiuwa. Here we go. Miles McBride with the ball. Gets over to Josh Hart, over towards OG Anunoby. Anunoby trying to lay it up for 2. Can't get it to fall, but there is going to be a foul call on the 76ers. I would like to say it's on Jaden Springer. OG Anunoby Wednesday against the Bulls with 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals or 2 assists, I think it said. No, the foul was called on Daniel House Jr. Any foul is costly to whichever player is getting called for the foul. And that one by Daniel House Jr., got to admit, that's costly when it matters most. Here we go. There's Maxey with the ball here for the 76ers. Maxey looking. Guarded by Anunoby. Going back to the outside. Gets over to Jaden Springer, the young player out of Tennessee. Springer with the floater up for two. Can't get to fall. Guys on rebound. Springer working in the paint. Gets it to go. Jaden Springer off the glass. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson now with the ball. Gets over to Quentin Grimes. Over to OG Anunoby. Anunoby looking. Anunoby dancing. Fading away on this one for two. Can't get that to fall. Rebounded by Morris for the moment, but it's loose. Where's the kickball on Achua? As Grimes has it out to Achua, who's wide open for three, and Achua gets it to fall. What is this? Can't get an offensive rebound to save our lives here. As Daniel House Jr. has the ball, gets over to B-ball. Paul gets over to Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Maxey with the floater for two. Gets that to fall. Let's go, Tyrese. There we go. There we go, Maxey. Here we go. Brunson bringing it down the other end. Guarded by Jaden Springer for the moment. Brunson still dancing. Brunson going in the paint. Brunson still dancing. Kicking it out to Grimes for three. Rims out. Swirls around the iron. Bangs all over the place. And it's rebounded by Daniel House Jr. Gets it over to Maxey. Has it poked away, though, by Grimes. But it's going to stay with the 76ers. Man, Tyrese Maxey was so lucky that rolled out of bounds faster than Quentin Grimes could hustle for it. Here we go. Inbound passes in, though, from Kelly Oubre to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey looking, finds Paul Reed. Reed going to pull up the jump shot for two, and he gets it to go. B-ball Paul coming out the mud. There we go, Paul Reed. There we go. Come on, play some defense. As Brunson has the ball here for the 76ers, guarded by Tyrese Maxey. Brunson going to his right, gets over to Josh Hart, over to Quentin Grimes. Grimes going to his left, gets it out to Brunson. Brunson the pump fake against Morris, pulls up for three, and it's wet like water. My goodness, where is the defense? Nick Nurse, did you not motivate this team enough about playing defense on the bench after that first quarter? Come on, Nick Nurse, you're better than this. Maxey, the step-back jumper, can't get that to fall. And it's rebounded. And as a matter of fact, they didn't say it was out of bounds off of New York. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a foul on Marcus Morris. So it did go out of bounds by the New York Knicks. So it stays 76ers ball. Reed getting it over to Maxey, guarded by Achua. Maxey loses it. Springer picks it up. Just has to launch the shot from about the logo. Jaden Springer off the front of the rim. Missed it. But Paul Reed gets the rebound. And the foul's going to be called here on New York. But again, another inbound pass is coming from the 76ers. Apparently the foul was called on the floor, and it was not a shooting foul. As Maxey inbounds it to Reed, gets it over to Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Oubre can't get it to go, but gets his own rebound out to Springer, but Springer can't hang on to it. As it's picked up by Brunson now. Brunson going to drive against Maxey, puts it up past Paul Reed and Maxey, gets it to go, and one coming up here for the former Villanova Wildcats star, Jalen Brunson. Paul Reed couldn't even get a piece of that. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. As Charles says, let's go 76ers. They got to start bouncing back. They got to start playing some defense, especially. And play some defense without fouling the other team would be even better. Had some Wi-Fi issues. I'm back. Hey, Charles, I appreciate it, my guy. At the end of the day, Charles, it is what it is. But the three-point play was completed for Jalen Brunson as he made the spare free throw. Oubre three at the top of the key, gets it to go. There we go, Kelly Oubre. Come on. Let's go. Let's quit messing around here on our home floor. Let's go. Brunson with the ball here, going to his left. Brunson guarded by Jaden Springer. Brunson pulling up for three. Gets that to go. Are you serious, Jaden Springer? Get a hand up. Get a hand up. Play some defense. Nick Nurse, you need to motivate this team more. As Maxey with the layup off the glass gets it to go. "16 points for Tyrese Maxey. That's impressive. He's got a third of the team's points here in the first half as Brunson gets over to Josh Hart, back to Brunson. Brunson going to drive here towards against James Springer. But Paul Reed says, give me that. And he'll throw the pass to Maxey, to Oubre. Oubre stays on his line for the moment, but they call it travel, and Nick Nurse is not happy with that. Oubre's trying to convince the officials that he did not move his 1 foot. And I'm not going to be surprised if Nick Nurse decides to challenge this, and I think he's going to. I don't think Oubre traveled. I will not be surprised if this is a traveling call by Nick. If this is not a challenge here by Nick Nurse for that travel. Because I don't think Oubre traveled, honestly. I didn't see him move the other foot. Like, share, invite, subscribe for every person you know to experience this powerful stream broadcast. Hey, Charles, I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate you. Nick Nurse needs to provide stronger dosages, NBA style. Facts. He's got to tell this team to play some defense. That's what he has to do. He's got to tell this team to start playing some defense. We can't play a lick of defense against the New York Knicks to save our lives. Not to mention the New York Knicks, they're used to playing on local TV all the time. It's like every time they're on either NBA TV, TNT, or ESPN, they're always on local TV. Even ABC, because ABC even does some of these games. I mean, as soon as they called that travel on Kelly Oubre, Nick Nurse went up to the official and said, that's not a travel, that's not a travel. So I'm not going to be surprised if this is a challenge here from Nick Nurse coming in as a reason to the 76ers taking a timeout. And you even have Julius Randle not doing too good so far to start the game. 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. You got OG Anunoby not off to the hottest start, shooting 1 of 4 from the field. 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. You guys there, Hardenstein with only 1 shot overall, plus the 2 free throws that he attempted, only making 1 of them. Dante DiVincenzo, a perfect 2 for 2 from the field. Both those shots coming from 3-point range, with 2 free throws to go with that. It's been between Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride, actually, who's been providing all the points. If Julius Randle would be stepping up for the New York Knicks right now, this would be a whooping so far in the first half. This would be an absolute whooping. So it looks like this is not a challenge here by Nick Nurse. Looks like it was just a timeout to talk to his team because he's not liking what he's seeing at all. Yeah, let's see what the 76ers team has learned. Here we go. As the inbound pass is in here from Quentin Grimes to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Brunson going to his left. Brunson going to drive. Brunson kicking it out to Anunoby. Anunoby guarded by Oubre. Anunoby dancing with the layup for 2. Can't get it to fall. Still can't get the rebound, and Oubre picks it up. Thank you for no offensive rebound by the Knicks. Maxey with the ball, though, dancing. Maxey still looking. Maxey finds Embiid. Embiid getting double-teamed, though. Embiid with the terrible pass to Nico Batum. Batum didn't expect it, I think, but it's picked up by Quentin Grimes. But Embiid gets the steal right back and gets it to Maxey, to Oubre. Oubre the 3 ball. Can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart with the ball here in the paint. Denied by Nico Batum. So get that weak stuff out of here, despite it staying with the New York Knicks. So get that weak stuff out of here, Josh Hart. Send that basketball out of bounds. Here we go. Inbound pass in, though. Brunson with the sidestep three, and of course, he's wide open and makes it. How many times do we got to see this? Like, come on, where is the defense on Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride? That's all you have to stop right now. In this case, it's just Jalen Brunson. And another missed shot here by the 76ers and Joel Embiid. Come on. Like, what are we doing here? Randall with the ball. That was better defense, though, by Kelly Oubre. But the ball will just roll out of bounds, and it's going to still stay New York Knicks basketball. Terrible effort by the 76ers in the first half. There better be some halftime adjustments by Nick Nurse, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All you need to stop is Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride. That's all you need to stop right now. You don't really need – you obviously got to stop the whole team, but especially Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride. Those are their only weapons right now that have actually been good in this game. You got Isaiah Hardenstein with the ball. Hardenstein looking. Hardenstein in the paint. And somebody lost Isaiah Hardenstein as Isaiah Hardenstein gets it to go off the rim and in. Here goes Maxey with the ball. Gets over to Harris. Harris at the top of the key. Harris coming on the inside of Batum. Batum for three. Can't get it to fall, and it's going to be rebounded by Josh Hart. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? As Randall puts it up for two. Can't get that to fall, but Embiid tries to help him out. And Julius Randle a little slow to get up. And Embiid tried to save him a little bit right there. Tried to give him a hand, and then he's like, nah, I need a minute. But terrible start, though, from the 76ers. I mean, the Knicks are just getting the foul calls in their favor. It's just ridiculous right now. As the first one on the line is good here for Julius Randle. We have Julius Randle not even shooting the ball well. It's Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride. Miles McBride, of all people, off the bench. Outside of a guy like Jalen Brunson, Miles McBride, of all people, is going off for the New York Knicks. That is ridiculous. It looks like both free throws were made here for Julius Randle. And here come the 76ers now as Maxey has the ball. Maxey looking. Maxey finds Embiid. Embiid with the pump fake many times. Puts it up for two. Can't get to fall, and it's rebounded by Brunson again. Brunson with the ball. Guarded by Harris. Brunson around the screen. Brunson, the wide open three-point shot. Surprisingly, he doesn't make it. It's rebounded by Batum. He'll get it over to Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Lay it up off the glass. Can't get to fall. But he will be fouled and is going to head to the line for an opportunity at finally some points. With just outside 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. As the foul's going to be called here on Josh Hart. Like Joel Embiid, I need you to step up in the second half, dude. And the rest of the second quarter. I need you stepping up. You got to raise it up a notch, Joel. Because you got Tyrese Maxey outscoring you. Tyrese Maxey is the number 2 option on the team. And he's outscoring you right now. You got to be better than that. I don't care how hard your ankle is. That's no excuse. You've dealt with pain before, Joel. You could deal with this. Let's go. As Brunson has the ball here, gets it over to Josh Hart. Looks like Maxey made both free throws as Hart finds Brunson. Brunson over to Anunoby. Over towards Hart, and he finds Hardenstein, and whoop-de-doo. Hartenstein taking advantage of the mismatch. As it's a 15-point game, man, it's gotten really ugly here in the first half. Maxey with the ball here for the 76ers. Maxey gets out to Harris. Harris in the paint finds Oubre. Oubre gets it to go. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly Oubre. Here we go. There's Josh Hart with the ball. Josh Hart looking. Finds Hartenstein. Hartenstein gets it over to Julius Randle. Randle around the screen. Randle with the sidestep, too. Can't get that to fall, but it's going to be Josh Hart with the rebound. He's going to put it right back for another offensive rebound. And another bucket off the rebound as well. Under 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first half here. As Maxey lays it up, can't get that to fall. Come on, Tyrese. How are you missing layups? As you got Josh Hart driving, and you got Isaiah Hartenstein getting it again. Come on, Sixers. Where is the defense? Where's the heart and the pride on national television? Timeout call by Nick Nurse again. This team's got no heart on national TV. They've got all the heart in the world when they're on the NBC Sports Philly, but they have no heart on national TV. It makes no sense right now. You know this was going to be a tough matchup no matter how the Knicks were playing, what place they are in the Eastern Conference, and how they've been the last couple games. You already know it's going to be a tough game, but that doesn't mean you don't play any defense at all against a team that you know is going to play scrappy at a time like this, especially on your home floor. This is inexcusable. Not to mention 3 of 11 of 3 from three-point range. That's even worse. That's even worse. 3 of 11 from 3, guys. Are we serious? 3 of 11 from three-point range. 2 out of those 3 coming from Kelly Oubre and the other one coming from Tobias Harris. Where are the three-pointers by Tyrese Maxey? Maxey's supposed to get this on the board. I mean, so is Oubre and Tobias. They're supposed to do their job, but come on, where's Tyrese stepping up? But the main thing that I'm questioning right now is this defense. Like in total in the first half, the 76ers defensively have a total of 3 steals and 3 blocks. The blocks each coming from 1 each by Nico Batum, Kelly Oubre, and Jaden Springer. The steals coming from Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Daniel House Jr. Like, what are we doing here? Where is the pride and effort in this 76ers team on national television? Does it really make that much of a difference compared from national TV over to NBC Sports Philadelphia on how we play? No, it's the mental game. It's the physical game. It's not about where this game is being broadcasted. It's sickening at this point. This team needs to step up, and it better start in the second half because this first half, let's just get the first half done, please. Let's just get the first half done, please, so I can regroup. My goodness. Let's get this first half out of the way and start showing some promise, please. Getting embarrassed on national television against the New York Knicks. 12 three-point field goals made and 23 fast break points for the New York Knicks, which is most in a first half in both categories this season so far. As Embiid gets in the lane, gets in the paint, gets it to go. Thank you, Joel. Show some promise here down off the half. Please. All right, Sixers, play some defense. Please. I need to see some promise here. Here we go. There's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson finds Hartenstein, gets over to Randle. Randle guarded by Harris. Gets over to Hardenstein, guarded by Embiid. Hardenstein gets it over to Brunson. Brunson looking. Brunson dancing. Puts it up on the floater for two, and he gets that to go. He gets a nice high-arcing floater to go. Over Joel Embiid. That is ridiculous. But here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball off the pass from Tobias. Maxey looking for his options here. Goes inside the three-point line, then back out. Finds Embiid. Embiid looking. Embiid dancing. Putting it up for two. Putting it up. Still can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Hardenstein. Like, come on. We show no heart on these offensive rebounds. But Embiid says, let's poke that away and get that weak stuff out of here. Let's go. Oubre out to Batum. The pump fake. The sidestep. Batum with the turnover into the hands of Julius Randle. Come on. What is that? As Randle throws it out to DiVincenzo in the corner for three. That's good. Are you serious? What is this, guys? Come on. What are we doing here? Did we forget we had a game today? Especially on the defensive aspect of things? Like, what are we doing? And B taking a three now. Thank you, Joel. Finally made one. If Joel Embiid can make a three, Tyrese Maxey, so can you. Step up. Please. Especially for my sanity over here. As Brunson has the ball here, guarded by Oubre at the top of the key. Brunson going to his right now, guarded by Maxey. Brunson in the lane. Sidestep two, and he gets it to go from the mid-range. You've got to be serious. Where is the defense, guys? Come on. Where's the heart on national television? 16 points in the quarter for Brunson. Maxey with the ball here, standing in the corner, going up the baseline, puts it up for two. Can't get it to fall, but will be fouled. Thank you, Tyrese. Get some points here to end off the half. I just want to get this to halftime because this is unacceptable. On national television, we're going to have Stephen A. Smith and all the guys going insane about the 76ers. This is embarrassing. Put some effort into the second half, Philly. Come on. Let's go. Put some pride and effort into the second half. Let's go here. So first one on the line for Tyrese Maxey's good. Come on, guys. Let's go. Pick things up and show some promise in this game. I can't stand this right now. Second one on the line for Tyrese Maxey is good. Come on, Sixers. Let's show some promise here with this defense to end off the first half. Here we go. Here's Brunson with the ball. Brunson kicking it out to Anunoby. Anunoby puts it up for two. Can't get it to go, and he's fouled by Joel Embiid. Are you serious? Come on. Joel, take some accountability here. Let's go. Stop fouling players one by one. You're the best player we have on the team, and you're not displaying it right now. Wake up. You've played through injuries before. You should be able to do it here on national television, on your home floor against the New York Knicks. You should be able to do it. You've played through injuries before, Joel. Come on. Let's go. You got two personal fouls here in the first half. It's inexcusable. Because I do believe the first one on the line was made here by OG Anunoby. And same thing goes for the second. Wow, 76ers, we're not showing any promise here. Come on. Show something here. And Embiid gets in the lane and misses the dunk. Are you serious? But thank God for the foul. I was going to be called here on OG Anunoby. 15 points for Joel Embiid, only 5 in the second quarter. Like, you can't do that, Joel. You just can't. Embiid needs to get more opportunities in the paint. He needs to get more opportunities to just get some baskets outside of these free throws because we can play hack a Joel all we want. First one of the line is good for Joel Embiid. We can play hack a Joel. We can play hack and Embiid all we want. That's not going to do anything. We can play hack a Joel all we want. Play that in the backyard. Second one at the line is missed from Embiid. Come on, Joel. You can't be serious with this. Julius Randle has the ball. We're going to have a blocking foul here on Nico Batum. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. This is ridiculous. First one on the line is good here for Julius Randle. Come on, Sixers, stay focused. They better show up for the second half. I'm going to tell you that much because right now they're getting embarrassed on national TV. Unbelievable, unthinkable performance by the 76ers tonight thus far. Facts. They're not playing good basketball right now on national TV. Makes no sense. Second one, the line's also good for Julius Randle, as MC says our defense needs to step up now. That's facts, too. No promise from the 76ers in the first half. They better pick it up in the second half as Max is the ball, just dribbling it, going to his right, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Randle still. Randle with his hands all over the place. Embiid putting it up for two. Can't get that to fall. And the first half's coming to a close with a deficit for the 76ers of 20, with the New York Knicks with a massive lead here against the 76ers, 75-55. It's going to be hard for the 76ers to come back from this one. Ladies and gents, on that note, after a stressful first half, we have approached halftime. But yeah, guys, I cannot stand how that first half went. You got Jalen Brunson over here talking with one of the reporters. So we got to make those buckets, Sixers. You already know. Halftime break, grab some snacks, and it's drink time. Hey, we'll get there eventually, Charles. We'll get there eventually, my guy. But ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and go over the first half stats here. And like my guy Charles said, we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do. So starting it off on the New York Knicks side, Jalen Brunson leads the way here for the New York Knicks in the starting five with 21 points and a rebound. It's very funny because Jalen Brunson, with a lot of points, not a lot of rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks either. Then off the bench, you have Miles McBride going off with 12 points off the bench as well as an assist. Again, not a lot of ball motion here, not a lot of rebounding here for the two stars of the first half. And then following that up, you have Dante DiVincenzo following it up with 11 points as well as a rebound and an assist each in addition to a steal. Then following that up in the starting five, you have Isaiah Hartenstein showing some promise with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Then following that up, you have OG Anunoby and ending off the first half with 7 points and 2 rebounds as well as a steal. Then following that up off the bench, you have Josh Hart with 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And then following that up in the starting five, you have Julius Randle with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, as well as a steal and a block each. And then to round it off on the stat sheet for the New York Knicks is Precious Achiuwa, finishing the first half with 3 points and a rebound as well as a block to end off the first half stats for the New York Knicks. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side. As the number 2 option on the team, Tyrese Maxey leads the way here for the Philadelphia 76ers with 20 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Then following that up is Joel Embiid, finishing the first half with 16 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, as well as a steal and a block each. Those turnovers need to be cleaned up by Joel Embiid, though. I will say that, to say the least here. Then you have you have Kelly Oubre Jr. following it up with 8 points, 6 rebounds, and assists, as well as a block. Then you also have Tobias Harrison following up with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Then following that up off the bench, you have Paul Reed with 2 points and a rebound. You have Patrick Beverly with 2 points straight up across the board, with goose eggs on every other statistic. And then rounding it up off the bench is Jaden Springer with 2 points, a rebound, and a block to end off the first half stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats now, as the New York Knicks are currently shooting the ball 52.1% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 43.2%. The New York Knicks are shooting the ball 61.9% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 33.3%. The Philadelphia 76ers are shooting the ball 92.9% from the free throw line to the New York Knicks 92.3%. With both teams missing a free throw, but the 76ers attempting more gives them the edge here. The New York Knicks are out-rebounding the Philadelphia 76ers at halftime overall, 23-21. However, when it comes to the offensive rebounds, the 76ers are out-rebounding the New York Knicks in that category just barely 5-4. In terms of assists, goes in the New York Knicks' favor, 15-13. In terms of steals, also goes in favor of the New York Knicks, 4-3. Blocks actually goes in favor of the 76ers, 5-4. Total turnovers goes in favor of the New York Knicks here, 6-3. Points in the paint goes actually in the favor of the Philadelphia 76ers, 28-22. And a total of 17 personal fouls called, 10 on the New York Knicks and 7 on the Philadelphia 76ers. As Charles says, MC, absolutely. You already know. But ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here. Like my Charles said, like we always do. Y'all should pretty much know how this works, ladies and gentlemen. But for those of you who do not know, or if there's anyone in here that does not know how the halftime break works, it's very simple as always. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I will see you all back here for the second half. Alright guys, I am back now. Ready to go here for the second half. So we got a comment from my guy Ryan Rowe. What's going on, Ryan? Appreciate you for coming through. Some Miles McBride making 6 of 6 from, I do believe it's from the field for Miles McBride is what Ryan Rowe's talking about right now. No, he's not 6 of 6. He's 4 of 6 from the field and perimeter defense and missing more wide open shots off miscommunications on Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, and Miles McBride in traffic. That's facts right there, Ryan. Hey, Ryan, appreciate you for coming through with the facts, my guy. Also, just appreciate you for coming through in general. Hit the like button if you're not done so, Ryan. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Appreciate your support as the second half is officially underway and the New York Knicks will start with the ball. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Gets over to Julius Randle. What did we learn, Sixers? As Julius Randle got it over to Hardenstein for the moment, but I do believe it was poked away by either Joel Embiid or Kelly Oubre, but it'll go out of bounds and stay with New York. As Anunoby inbounds it to Randle, over to Hardenstein, over to Brunson for 2, gets it to go. So apparently we learned nothing. We learned nothing from the first half. We learned nothing from the first half, apparently. As Maxey finds Batum, as Embiid tries to dive on it and can't get that to go. As Randle gets over to DiVincenzo, out of bounds, though, as he wasted an opportunity. It's going to be Sixers ball. Turnover here by the Knicks. Let's go. Come on, let's pick it up. Let's pick it up here. Come on. Here we go. There's Maxey with the ball. Maxey driving. Maxey looking, dancing. Guarded by Brunson. Come around the screen. Maxey going to his right. Maxey kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey. Maxey the 3 over Hardenstein, and he gets it to go from the corner. There we go, Tyrese. There we go. Come on, let's start now. Let's start somewhere. Come on. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson gets over to Anunoby, over to Randle, back to Brunson. Brunson gets over to DiVincenzo, over to Randle. And Randle is going to be fouled here on the play here in the paint by Tobias Harris. Come on, Sixers. Show some pride here. Show some promise. Let's go. One of 8 from Julius Randle in the entire first half. First one of the line is good for Julius Randle, so make it 7 now. Make it 7 points for Julius Randle. Just inside 11 minutes here. Second one of the line is also good for Julius Randle. Come on, Sixers. Show some pride and some heart. Show some defense. Show something promising for the home crowd. As Harris has the ball, gets over to Nico Batum. Batum looking, finds Kelly Oubre. Gets over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Hardenstein. Puts it up off the glass. Can't get it to go the first time. But gets his own offensive rebound and puts it back in. There we go, Joel. Here we go. Here's Brunson with the ball. Brunson going to his right. Brunson dancing. Brunson driving on Batum. Puts it up for 2. Can't get it to fall. But Brunson's going to the line. That's going to be called on Nico Batum. If we want to win this game, ladies and gentlemen, we have to play good defense without fouling in addition to scoring a lot more. Why can't we do that? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense right now. First one of the line is good for Jalen Brunson. Brunson back to the line here as the second one is also good for Jalen Brunson. My goodness, no effort whatsoever. Down 21. As Harris has the ball, gets it over to Nico Batum. Batum gets it over to Oubre. Shoots the 3, misses it, but steps out of bounds. Whoop-de-doo. Another mistake by the 76ers. Come on, Sixers. Play some defense here and put it in the basket. Brunson with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Julius Randle with the sidestep. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby going to his left. Coming in the paint over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein over to Julius Randle. Randle the fadeaway on the spin. Can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Batum. Batum gets it to Harris, over to Maxey, over to Oubre in the corner for three. Gets it to go. There we go, Kelly. There we go. Come on, about 9.5 minutes left here in the third. Let's go. Show some promise. Show something. Show some heart. Brunson's the ball, gets over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein looking for his options here. Hardenstein finds Randle. Randle coming inside, kicking it out to DiVincenzo for three. Can't get that to fall as it hits off the rim. It's going to be rebounded here by the Sixers as Oubre has it. Gets over to Maxey, who puts it up for two. Can't get it to fall, but it's going to be a foul called on New York. Let's go. Second half action on BLSG Sports Talk Network in progress. Live streaming now on the YouTube social media platform. Hey, Charles, appreciate it, my guy. Be sure to share it out to anybody that you know. Please like, share, invite, subscribe for each person to be a part of the network. That's setting the standards in live stream broadcast. NBA action is fantastic. Hey, Charles, again, appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you for the continued support. So looks like the first one was able to go through for Maxey. Looking to go 2 for 2 here. And Maxey misses the second one as it hits off the iron like crazy. Here we go. There's Brunson with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Gets it over to Julius Randle. Over to OG Anunoby. Over to Brunson. Top of the key. Brunson with the sidestep. Now the step back, and that's denied, and Embiid picks it up. Maxey the three ball from the wing. Can't get that to go. And it's rebounded by Julius Randle off the hand in the bounce from Isaiah Hardenstein. Randle out to DiVincenzo for three. Gets that to go. Seriously, where is the defense? Again, we learned nothing from that half, Sixers, didn't we? We learned nothing. As Embiid drives into the paint, finger rolls it up, and finger rolls it through. Seriously, we learned absolutely nothing, apparently, didn't we? Crazy. Hardenstein putting it up for two, gets that to go. Seriously, what are we doing? We can't put a single hand up. Can't put a single hand up on Isaiah Hardenstein. But Hardenstein's putting hands up as he ends up fouling Joel Embiid. So Embiid's going to head to the charity stripe here. Come on, Sixers. Let's show some sort of promise here. Yeah, Isaiah Hardenstein out here playing defense. You're telling me none of these guys on the Philadelphia 76ers can do that, but you're telling me Isaiah Hardenstein can do it. Make this make sense, guys. Like, this is absurd at this point. First one at the line is good here for Joel Embiid. Be needing to go 2 for 2 from the line here and can't do so. Come on, Joel. Come on. What are we doing? As Brunson's the ball here, standing at the logo. Brunson gets it over to Julius Randle. Randle guarded by Oubre. Randle looking. Randle dancing. Randle out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo still looking. DiVincenzo out to Randle. Randle guarded by Maxey. Randle going to put it up for two. Can't get to go. And it looks like we do have an offensive foul here on Julius Randle, so we're going the opposite direction. Let's go. We're going this way. Come on, let's go. Here we go. There's Joel Embiid with the ball. Embiid guarded by Hardenstein. Embiid going to pull up on this one for two. There we go, Joel, as he puts it up and through. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Brunson with the ball. Gets it out to DiVincenzo for three. Can't get that to fall. And it's rebounded by DiVincenzo. Come on, where's the offensive rebound effort? Where's the rebounding effort, guys? As the layup goes in for two here for the Sixers, and Embiid brings it down the other end. Embiid driving, absolutely puts Hardenstein on the floor, and Embiid comes through with the jackhammer and puts it down with two grown man hands for the jam. There we go, Joel. Come on, let's cut this lead. Let's go. Put some promise into this game. This is a game on national television, guys. Let's go here. Show some respect to the media. DiVincenzo with the ball, gets it over to Julius Randle. Randle gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby going to drive, kick it out towards Hardenstein. Hardenstein kicking it out towards Anunoby. Anunoby having to get it off. Brunson the sidestep, never had a chance. It would have been airballed anyway. That's going to be a shot clock violation and a turnover coming here for the New York Knicks. And it's going to be 76ers basketball. Let's go. There's the good defense we've been waiting for finally. We've been waiting for that. Embiid absolutely put Isaiah Hardenstein on ice skates. Looks like we got a timeout here. Called by the Sixers. Come on, Sixers. Show some promise into this game, please. You have an opportunity here. You're inside of 20 points down. Let's go. And as MC says, this kid streamed the Cotton Bowl and had 2.4K views. Share him out. He needs to be out there with as good as he is. Come on, Sixers. Hey, MC, I appreciate that, and you already know. Guys, if you did not see, which I'm sure every single one of you have that's up in the chat right now, I obviously did stream the Goodyear Cotton Bowl, in which Ohio State lost it because apparently, whoop-de-doo, they had no quarterback as Devin Brown got hurt, and then you got a freshman, Lincoln Keenholz, stepping in. But at the end of the day, I'm not using that as an excuse, though, as the team had to play better as a whole against Missouri. But, hey, you know, the Cotton Bowl wasn't even for the national championship, so it can't really affect me regardless. Especially for the fact that you have Ryan Day out here losing to Michigan for the third straight consecutive year in a row. I think one more year and Ryan Day is done unless if he gets fired this offseason. Come on, Sixers. Let's show some promise here into this game. Come on, this is national television. This is in front of all of the media. This is in front of everybody. Come on. You best believe almost everybody that's interested in the NBA is seeing this game. You best believe they are. Let's make this a respectful effort, guys. Come on. It looks like we're going to have two changes coming in here for the Philadelphia 76ers as you have Daniel House checking into this game here to replace Kelly Oubre. And then you also have Patrick Beverley checking in the game to replace Nico Batum. Single season points per game leaders in 76ers history. You have Embiid just barely ahead of Wilt Chamberlain right now, averaging 34.8 points a game. 3 straight seasons as NBA points per game leader. You got Embiid up there with some of the great ones with Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem, I do believe, was the other one. Here we go as Patrick Beverley as the ball gets it over to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Hardenstein, gets it over to Tobias Harris, who puts it up. Can't get to go, but it's going to be a blocking foul here on Isaiah Hardenstein. First one on the line for Tobias Harris is no good. Come on, guys. Hit your free throws. Please. Hit your free throws and do something. My goodness gracious. Only 5 points for Tobias Harris in 22 minutes. That's even more unacceptable at this point. And he misses both. Toby, you cannot do that. Missing both free throws? You gotta be serious. You cannot be missing both free throws at a time like this, Tobias. What are you potentially? The number 3 option on this team? Number 4 option on this team? You cannot be missing free throws. Here we go. Here's Brunson with the ball, kicking it out to OG Anunoby. Out towards Julius Randle. Putting it up for 3. Can't get to fall, and it's rebounded by Embiid. Here we go. Come on. One of 10 from the field is Julius Randle with 8 points. That is crazy. For a guy that's anticipated to be the second option on this team, is 1 for 10 with 8 points. Maxey loses in the backcourt. That is ridiculous. Come on, Joel. You need to make a better pass than that. Realistically, Embiid should have just dribbled it on the correct side of the front court. Embiid should have just kept the ball. Don't pass it back to Maxey when it's that close. When it's that close to the backcourt, don't pass it, please. Here goes Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson gets out to Randle for 3, way off target. And it's rebounded by Patrick Beverly over to Harris. Harris in the lane puts it up for 2. And it's going to be New York Knicks basketball as it did not touch a single New York Knick. That's great. That is great. Here goes Brunson with the ball. Brunson with the layup. Can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Embiid. And here comes Maxey over to Harris, over to Beverly, over to House. House looking against Anunoby. Finds Embiid. And Embiid's going to be fouled by Julius Randle. Let's go. Julius Randle's having a terrible game. And this is with Joel Embiid limping. This is a limping Joel Embiid. And he's battling it out right now with all the pain he's got going on his one leg. I think it's his right one, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's his right leg where he's got the pain right now. And he missed the first one. You can tell that Joel Embiid is in a lot of pain right now based on that first free throw. He knew he hit it way off the mark. Embiid's in a lot of pain. But he's battling through it like a psychopath. Embiid is battling through all the pain and all the swelling. Gets the second one to go. Let's go. Come on. Because it looks like we have a potential lineup change coming. Also, if it's a timeout here, which it might be a timeout here by Tom Thibodeau. As I take a break here and talk about LeBron James' matchup against the New York Knicks here. Five minutes left to go here in the third. 76ers need something to keep them alive. They need to get something going here. They need some sort of spark here in the second half. Let's see if they can find it. We got a lineup of Maxey, Beverly, House, Morrison, and Embiid. Or rather, Morris is just going to be waiting to check in here as he's just staying by the review table. As the steal is picked up by the 76ers with the loose ball, picked up by the Sixers, and the layup goes up and through. 14-point game. So my correction is that it is Maxey, Beverly, House, Harrison, and Embiid on the floor. And Obi with the pump fake on House puts it up for two, can't get it to fall. And the rebound cannot go through as Hartenstein had it and missed it. And here comes House as he picks up the rebound. He gets it out to Maxey in the corner. Gets it to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey. Maxey looking. Trying to find House. And it's going to be an offensive foul against the Sixers. What is this? They call a charge on Tyrese Maxey. I mean, that's respectable. That's a respectable call by the refs. I mean, Brunson was in a position, took the charge. Yeah, that makes sense right there. That makes sense. He's in the position. He's ready to take the charge. Maxey just ran into him. There's not much else you can do. Because my guy Charles says, let's go Sixers. Hey, with a little bit of life, my guy Charles is still supporting in the chat. With a little bit of life. My guy Charles is still supporting in the chat. No matter how much life or how small of life the 76ers have to win this game, with less than 17 total minutes left to go, my guy Charles in here is still supporting like he's done for quite some time now. So Charles, again, appreciate you, my guy. I mean, the Sixers have really cut into the Knicks lead, though. I mean, they're outscoring them by 6 points in the third quarter, 19-13. They got to keep doing it. Keep scoring, keep playing defense. It's not over until there are double zeros on the clock by the fourth quarter. Not over till the fat lady sings. Let's go. Exactly. It's not over until the end, until the clock goes at all zeros. Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Looks like after this timeout, it's looking like Marcus Morris is gonna get back into the game here. Potentially replace Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is not having the best game tonight. He's not having the best game whatsoever. I mean, Embiid's doing the best job that he can. Maxey's doing his thing. Kelly Oubre's putting up what he can put up at this point. There's literally no effort on the bench, though. There's no effort on the bench. Batum can't seem to put a shot up in just 2 shot attempts. I mean, Tobias Harris is not taking that many shots, though, to be fair. He's only taken 5 shots all game. Only 2 of them have come from 3-point range. And he missed the only free throw that he shot all game. Embiid's doing his job on what needs to be done. Maxey's doing his thing. Let's see some help here. Oubre's looking like the third option right now based on what's going on tonight. Here we go. Game action back on. 4 minutes left to go here in the third as Hartenstein gets over to Brunson standing at the logo. Brunson going to drive. Brunson going to kick it out to Anunoby for 3. Can't get to fall. And it's rebounded by House. Gets over to Beverly, to Springer. Springer, the fake, puts it up for the layup. Can't get that to fall, and it's rebounded by Brunson. It was a turnover. House is trying to claim that it's all ball. As apparently after the turnover here by the Sixers, the Knicks were able to get it back, but it was poked away by Springer. Springer was probably trying to claim that it was all ball. He's probably trying to claim that it was all ball, no contact. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Hart looking. And it's picked up by Beverly. And here comes Embiid. Embiid with the ball. Taking his time, letting his guys get down the floor. Finds Beverly. Beverly gets it to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Hartenstein. Embiid going to drive into the lane. Off the glass. Can't get to go the first time. And it's picked up by Josh Hart on the defensive rebound. And now here comes Brunson. Brunson guarded by Beverly. Gets it over to Julius Randle. Randle backing into Marcus Morris. Randle looking, dancing. And that's blocked by Springer, and it's picked up by Morris. Into the hands of Springer, now into the hands of Beverly. So Beverly's playing the point guard spot, it looks like. As Beverly gets to Embiid, Embiid in the paint, Embiid out to Beverly. Beverly back to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Hartenstein. Embiid backing in, spinning. Embiid with the layup for two. Gets it to go. Surprisingly, no and one, which I am very surprised about with Isaiah Hartenstein falling for a blocking foul. But that does not matter. The 76ers are continuing to trim into the lead here of the New York Knicks. Is it too little, too late, or do the Sixers have a spark up their sleeve as we get inside 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter? The Sixers are being gifted an opportunity right now. They need to start taking advantage of this. You got Embiid with 28 here. You got Maxey with 24. You got Oubre with 11. Got a lot of twos off the bench. I will say that the Sixers, I think, need to make a move towards the trade deadline for like a good six-man. Because they have a lot of inconsistent players on their bench. Like, they're not six-man players. They're not six-man players. It hurts not having Melton in, because then it could have been Kelly Oubre. As my guy Charles says, Nick Nurse needs to provide a strong injection NBA style in the second half, in my humble opinion. Yeah, that's facts right there. And I respect that opinion, Charles. I appreciate that. It says defense, defense, defense. Exactly. Thank you, Charles. I've been begging for that since the first half of this game. When we couldn't seem to do anything. Let's go here. Come on. Show some heart and some promise. As Grimes has the ball here, gets over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart looking. Gets over to Randle. Randle in the paint now. Randle spinning against Morris. Finds Grimes. Denied by Embiid and picked up by Beverly. Here come the Sixers. Beverly to House. House loses it, but Beverly picks it up. And he'll be fouled on the play by Josh Hart. No, never mind. He will not be. As he passes it off to Embiid just in time. Embiid out to Beverly. Beverly the fake on Randle. Beverly coming inside. Out to Springer at the corner for three. Can't get to go. And Embiid cannot get the rebound. And it's picked up by Randle. Another missed opportunity for the Sixers again. Could have cut that down to single digits now. Randle with the ball. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Looks like it's going to be a foul here against the Sixers. Going to be a foul called against Patrick Beverly. Inbound pass here by Josh Hart to Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the ball, looking, finds Miles McBride. McBride back to Hartenstein, and Hartenstein has an easy lane. He could have walked up to the basket and could have threw it down flat foot. Oh, man. As here we go. Here's Patrick Beverley with the ball here for the Sixers. Beverley at the top of the key, guarded by Miles McBride. Gets it over to Marcus Morris. Morris guarded by Josh Hart. Gets out to Beverley. Beverley, the three-point shot. Airballed. And it's rebounded by New York. Quinn Grimes gets it over to Miles McBride. McBride around a screen. McBride, who gave the team the spark in the first half, gets it over to Randall. Randall guarded by Daniel House. Randall backing in out to Josh Hart for three. Can't get that to go, and it's rebounded by House. House gets it to Beverley. Beverley guarded by McBride. Gets it to Embiid. Embiid at the wing right now. Embiid looking. Embiid loses the ball. And it's picked up by Grimes. That's ridiculous. I want to know how many turnovers that is for Joel Embiid up to this point. I'll find out at the end of the third quarter here. But McBride gets over to Hardenstein, over to Josh Hart. Hart guarded by Marcus Morris. Originally it was Daniel House, but now gets over to Randall, who's guarded by Daniel House Jr. Miles McBride just launching the shot for absolutely no reason. And they're calling it a shooting foul as Patrick Beverley wants to have a conference at this point. He wants to have a referee-player conference at this point. He wants to have a conference with the official. I mean, I can see that foul call, though. I think he did hit the hand of Miles McBride. Miles McBride with 12 points in the first half so far, none until now as he makes the first one. Second one of the line is also good for Miles McBride. As Oubre and Maxey come back into the game here for the Sixers. Nick Nurse says, get this stupid lineup off the floor. Let's bring the reinforcements. Third and final one is also good for Miles McBride. As Miles scored his first points of the third quarter and of the second half of that. Here we go. There's Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey out to Springer. Springer up the baseline. Springer out to Embiid, who just chucks it up for three. And it wasn't even going to count anyway because Embiid still had the ball in his hands. Not looking too good for the Sixers here. They played better defense but just couldn't score as the Sixers are still down to the New York Knicks right now at the end of three quarters, 93-76. As we head on to the fourth quarter with the Sixers in a terrible spot here. Going to the final quarter of this game on national television. I'll give credit to the Sixers, though. That was better defense. If only we could have done that from the first quarter, we could have been in a closer game right now than what it is. I'll tell you that much. We could have had this in 4 straight quarters of basketball. But nope, we got to start in the third quarter. Whoop-de-doo. We have to start in the third quarter. We can never have anything go right. I believe that the Sixers will demolish the Utah Jazz tomorrow night. I mean, hey, we'll see. I want to see the scores here. I'm curious to see what the what the Jazz are doing against the Celtics, which they got blown out, 126-97. Sixers better play like that tomorrow night. They better. I want to see this box score. $30 for Jason Tatum, 19 for Porzingis, 14 for Holiday, 10 for Derek White, 13 for Jaylen Brown, 13 for Sam Hauser. I mean, yeah, overall, the Celtics just dominated the Utah Jazz tonight. I mean, both teams will come really exhausted tomorrow, especially with their starters. Their starters are going to be really exhausted tomorrow. Especially when the Sixers are going to have less than 24 hours to prepare. And so will the Jazz, too, but at the end of the day. And it's time to get this fourth quarter underway here. It's time to show some promise. What I'm happy, though, about that third quarter is that we finally went ahead and decided, okay, let's finally show some defense here. And the Knicks only shot 30% from three in that third quarter as Kelly Oubre gets the fourth quarter started here with the dunk of his own and gets the Sixers on the board first on the very first possession of the fourth quarter. And we're going to have an offensive foul here called against New York, so we're going to go the other way just like so. We're going this way just like that. Turnover on Josh Hart. Oh, yeah, all day. He hit Pat Bev right in the face. Hit Patrick Beverly right in the face just like so. I mean, come on. Oh, for goodness sake. And right on the inbound. Turnover by the Sixers. You got Miles McBride clapping on Patrick Beverly. Like, stop. Stop. As McBride has the ball here, gets it over to OG Anunoby. Anunoby over to McBride for three. Too strong off the rim. Going to be rebounded by Achua. Come on. Where's the defense? Where's the rebounding at that? And the Sixers find it to be absurd again as they think they had possession of the ball, but no, the refs disagree. Oh, not even close. That is so Sixers ball. Yeah, get the challenge out, Nick Nurse. Let's go. Get the challenge out. The Sixers never touched the ball. They never touched it. If this stays New York Knicks basketball, I am going to lose my mind. Nobody touched it for Philly. This should be a quick look here for the officials. This should not take long to figure out. There's no way that was out of bounds on the Sixers. There's no way. If you think that was out of bounds on the Sixers, you're bugging. You're bugging if you think that's out of bounds on Philly. But the Sixers should retain the timeout here, and Nick Nurse should win the challenge. Because nobody even touched it for the Sixers, okay? Nobody touched it. Nobody touched it for Philly. That should be 76ers ball. Because if the Sixers were to lose the challenge, they would lose the timeout. But if they win the challenge, they'll be able to retain their timeout, obviously. But this should 100% be 76ers basketball. Like, what's taking so long to review it? This should have been real quick. Unless if these officials are wearing blindfolds while looking at the replay. Like, what is taking so long? Seriously, what is taking so long? What is taking so long to figure out whose possession of the ball it is? It's 76ers ball, people. Thank you. Finally got the game back on. Friday Night NBA Edition, SmackDown Edition. Hey, you already know. That's what it's looking like right now. Thank you. Sixers ball. Thank you. Did it take that long to review that? Are you serious? It took that long to review that? Come on. There's no way it should have taken about like 5 minutes to review that. Here we go. Morris with the ball gets it over to Maxey. Maxey now with the ball going to drive in the paint. Maxey with the fadeaway shot gets it to go. There we go, Tyrese. There we go. Come on. We got this whole fourth quarter. Let's go. 24 points, 9 assists for Tyrese Maxey in this game. Miles McBride with the ball going to his left. Gets over to Josh Hart, over to Grimes, back to Hart. Hart gets it over to Precious Achiuwa. Gets it over to Hart. Hart finds Miles McBride. McBride guarded by Oubre. Puts it up. Just has to shoot it for 2. Can't get it to go, and it's a shot clock violation. Let's go. That's great defense again by the Sixers. What we've been asking for the entire time. Maxey, the step back threes. It's wide open and it rims out. As it swirls around the iron. Quentin Grimes, the fake pass to Anunoby, shoots the 3 and he gets it to fall. Jeez. Come on, guys. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Behind the back to Reed. Reed, the pump fake. Reed, looking, dancing. Loses the ball, gets it back, puts it up for 2. Can't get that to fall, and it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it out to Quentin Grimes. Grimes working in the paint. It gets denied by Paul Reed, but it's going to be a foul on Paul Reed. Looks like they might have Joel Embiid get back into this game early. I mean, they might as well, just to give the 76ers some life. Make a run? Hopefully. It's not looking good right now, but hopefully they can somehow make a run. And guys, we got a word on Tobias Harris as Tobias Harris will be out for the remainder of the game with ankle soreness. So it looks like he'll be questionable for tomorrow's game as the second of a back-to-back. Second one at the line for Quentin Grimes is good, making an 18-point game inside 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. As Maxey's the ball here, gets it to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey. Maxey going to his left. Maxey finds Oubre in the corner for 3. Can't get to go. Embiid, you're 7 foot and don't get the rebound over Jalen Brunson. Like, what are you doing? Brunson with the ball out to Josh Hart, over to Isaiah Hartenstein, out to Quentin Grimes shooting the 3 ball. Of course. Of course. No defense now, huh? Uh-huh. I see how it is. No defense. Okay. I see how it is, Philly. As they say, it's a Philly thing. As Maxey's the ball here, drives, puts it up for two, can't get it to go. Maxey trying to get the rebound. And it's going to be free throws coming here for Tyrese Maxey. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, we're losing by about 20. Jeez. Maxey's having a solid performance, though. I mean, I'll give him credit for that. First one on the line is missed by Tyrese. I mean, come on now. You can't be missing so many shots here like this, especially the free throw game. I mean, come on. Second one on the line for Tyrese Maxey is good. There's Brunson with the ball. Brunson driving, squeezing between defenders, and it's blocked by Embiid. Here comes Joel Embiid now. Embiid backing in. Embiid looking, fading away on this one. No good. It's going to be rebounded here by Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes gets over to Isaiah Hardenstein, over to Jalen Brunson, directing all the traffic. Brunson finds Hardenstein. Hardenstein to OG Anunoby, and that's easy money. Timeout call by Nick Nurse. This is a whooping at this point. Yeah, it looks like the Sixers are going to take the L in the first game of the back-to-back against the New York Knicks. So, yeah, the benches should be emptied. TP1, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. Said Sixers look like the Eagles. It's a Philly thing. I said that earlier, TP1. It's a Philly thing, apparently. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is, though, TP1. Appreciate you coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you have not done so, TP1. Appreciate you coming through this train towards the end of this SmackDown. Oh, well. An old-fashioned whooping. Exactly. That's literally what this is. This is an old-fashioned whooping. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Yeah, let's just clear the benches here. Sixers will bounce back hopefully tomorrow night. I hope so. Keep in mind, the Stars are going to be pretty exhausted, though, after this performance. I mean, they'll get some rest here later in the game, but is it going to be enough before tomorrow night's matchup? I mean, you also got to keep in mind that Utah also had a game tonight against Boston in which they got absolutely destroyed. So they're probably going to have more rest than the 76ers do, honestly. I mean, not to mention that they finished earlier than the Sixers did. So they're obviously going to have more rest regardless. But at least one of these two games on this back-to-back need to be won by the Sixers. And that hopefully will be tomorrow, which I will be able to stream that game tomorrow, Charles. So Charles and everybody else that's up in here, be sure to come through and tune into tomorrow's stream, where I will be able to stream the Sixers game against the Utah Jazz. This will only be the 76ers' fifth loss at home on the season. Wrong team is getting whooped? Exactly. Thanks for the update with being a part of that live stream broadcast tomorrow night, God's will. Hey, Charles, I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate you. Wow, I'm surprised that the benches have not been cleared yet. Some of the starters are still in. Oubre with the ball here for the Sixers gets it to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Hardenstein. Embiid should have just drove to the basket as he got around Hardenstein. Found Maxey, back to Embiid, back to Maxey. Maxey in the paint, off the glass, can't get to fall. Missing another layup. Grimes gets it over to Brunson, back to Grimes. Grimes with another three, short of the mark. As it's back into play here by the Knicks as Dewey Quinn Grimes got it back to Jalen Brunson. And Brunson is going to be fouled here, though, by Kelly Oubre. But the inbound pass is in from Anunoby to Hardenstein. Hardenstein here with the ball gets over to Grimes, over to Brunson. Brunson, the three ball from way deep, and it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Maxey. And Maxey with the ball here, gets it to Embiid, and Embiid going to pull up on this one for two, can't get to fall. It's rebounded by Grimes here. And we're heading the other way with this. Hardenstein has the ball. Hardenstein looking. Finds Josh Hart. Hart with the layup for two. Can't get the fall. But a foul's actually going to be called rather on Joel Embiid. I think it's going to be his third of the game. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that was his third. Yep. Embiid's third personal of the game. First one on the line is good here for Josh Hart. Second one of the line is also good for Josh Hart. You have KJ Martin who checked into the game here for Tobias Harris. Maxey has the ball here. Maxey, the three-point from the wing, no good. It's going to be rebounded here by nobody. It's going to be a foul, though, against it's going to be a foul against the Sixers here as we're going to go the other way with it. As Brunson has the ball here, guarded by Daniel House Jr. Brunson dancing around as Hardenstein now has it. Hardenstein directing traffic, puts it up and puts it in. And at this point, the New York Knicks are just putting the finishing touches to this game. It's not the Sixers' night. Apparently, they forgot they had a game tonight, honestly. And the steal here by Brunson. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Good old-fashioned whooping here in the Wells Fargo. Absolutely disrespectful. And another block here by the Knicks. And Quinn Grimes taking it to the basket again. Come on, Nick Nurse. Quit making this so embarrassing. Like, come on. Looks like we've got a foul here, too, on KJ Martin. Yay. 19 points for the Knicks in the fourth quarter. And 6 of them just came like so. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. And the free throw is good as well for Quentin Grimes. As the fans are going to start filing out of the stands here. Oubre, the three ball, no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. And Hardenstein with the ball here. Finds Brunson as he's putting Daniel House Jr. on ice skates. Brunson gets it to Hardenstein. Yeah, putting the icing on the cake here. Absolutely embarrassing. Max through the ball here, guarded by Quentin Grimes, gets over to Embiid. Embiid in the lane. And finally, Embiid gets a foul call. Whoop-de-doo. Embiid going to the free throw line. Like Nick Nurse, why aren't all the scrubs in right now? All the scrubs should be in this game right now. Like, come on, let's go. First one to the line for Embiid is good. Barely. The Knicks are rubbing it in now. Divisional rival game. Facts, I mean, not to mention it's on national TV. I mean, at the end of the day, though, that's no excuse. That's no excuse, though. Second one to the line for Embiid is good. You got Jaden Springer checking in for Tyrese Maxey. So Maxey's night is done pretty much. Brunson with the shot here from the mid-range, and he gets it to go. Springer with the ball gets it to Embiid over to Oubre. Oubre in the paint, putting up for two, putting in with the floater. Get the scrubs in for the final. Less than 5 minutes, Nick Nurse. I mean, come on. This game's been over. Been over a long time ago. It's been over since, like, the start of the fourth quarter. Grimes with 3, and it's good. Whoop-de-doo. Time to get the scrubs in. Let's go. Time to see some Mo Bamba action. 15 straight games with 30 points and 10 rebounds for Joel Embiid, most in the NBA since 1972. One game behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 16. I mean, despite the loss, though, that's a solid achievement right there by Joel Embiid. 15 straight games with 30 plus points and 10 plus rebounds. Yeah, you can start putting all the scrubs in now. Send everybody in at this point. Get Mo Bamba in this game. Probably Mo Bamba, KJ Martin, Jaden Springer. There's just nothing off the bench. There's no consistency in my humble opinion. Don't know which team is going to show up night to night. Facts. As Jaden Springer has the ball here for the Sixers. Springer dancing, finds Paul Reed. Reed kicking out to House in the corner for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded here by Miles McBride. I'll throw a touchdown pass here to Quentin Grimes, and he gets it to go. My goodness. As TV1 says, I'm going to go watch female paddleball. That's what I'd be doing right now instead of watching this whooping. Another layup good here for the Sixers. Not really like it changes much of anything. No bueno. When Grimes gets over to Hardenstein, and it's taken away by Mo Bamba. Wow, we actually played some defense. Actually wanted to play a lick of defense for once. I mean, the Sixers are still going to be 4 games back from number 1 in the Eastern Conference from the number 1 spot. House with the layup off the glass, can't get it to fall. Hart gets it over to, I don't even know who this is. Is that Ryan Arcidiacono? And whoop-de-doo, the New York Knicks put it right back. That is Ryan Arcidiacono. That's crazy. KJ Martin with the floater here for 2. Can't even get that to fall. That's crazy. That is Ryan Arcidiacono, though. On the floor with Quentin Grimes, Precious Achiuwa, Miles McBride, and Josh Harden. Another 3, and this is a good old-fashioned whooping here in the fourth quarter. Pathetic, indeed, really embarrassing. Yeah. I'm going to go watch Flipper. Yeah, all the Sixers fans might as well start heading out, yo. There are actually a solid amount of New York Knicks fans in attendance tonight. I'm not gonna lie though, the bench. I'll give the Knicks credit. Their bench was going crazy. Quentin Grimes with 18 off the bench, Miles McBride with 15 off the bench, Josh Hart with 10. Ulrich finally throws one down. And no Sixers fans are even impressed. 2:15 left to go here in the fourth. They came and scored 100 points. I've said it for a while, and I'm going to say it again. The New York Knicks are one of those teams that it doesn't matter what their record is, how good they are, how bad they are. It doesn't matter who they are as a team. They're always playing scrappy. As another shot missed here by the New York Knicks. But the Knicks are always a scrappy team, though, my guy TP1. They're going to play the Sixers tough any given night. As Paul Reed puts the layup up and through. But yeah, overall, though, this was just embarrassing on national television. Now you're going to have everybody overreacting to it, like, oh, the 76ers fell apart. You're going to have everybody overreacting to this. You're going to have the media overreacting to it. Everybody's going to be overreacting to this. Like, seriously. Because Jaden Springer will be fouled here and he'll head to the line. Yeah, this is an ugly ending. First one on the line is no good here for Jaden Springer. Gotta hope this team can bounce back tomorrow against Utah. With both teams going into it extremely exhausted. Second one on the line is also good for Jaden Springer. Because he missed the first one. Miles McBride gets over to Jericho Sims. Sims gets over to Malachi Flint, over to Miles McBride, over to Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa with the hook shot gets it to go. Yeah, putting the final touches on this game pretty much. And the Knicks played a really nice game tonight, though. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll give them credit where credit's due. They're a really good team. They're a really good team, and they're really competitive in the Eastern Conference. I'll give them credit where credit's due. Chew in the corner for 3, can't get the fall. Gets his own rebound, but gets it right over to Mobamba, but it really doesn't matter regardless. No shot put up, no good. And the New York Knicks are just going to go ahead and walk it out, as it's pretty much going to take us to the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The 76ers lose this game in a good old-fashioned whooping here in the Wells Fargo Center. by a final score of 128-92. Now you better have the media overreacting to this. But there you go, guys. There's your final score right there. Very good. Drink some sake and eat some live fish. I mean, you might as well after this game because this was just embarrassing on national television. This was embarrassing on national television. Should I really even go over the stats, ladies and gentlemen? Man, I might as well just for the heck of it. I mean, why not? I might as well go over the stats here. Just because it's how we run the show. We're going to go over the stats here, ladies and gentlemen, the final stats here, and then we're going to get out of here for the night. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for when Utah comes into town to play the Sixers at home again on the second half of a back-to-back. So starting it off here on the New York Knicks side, Jalen Brunson ends up leading the way for the New York Knicks here with 30 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, as well as a steal and a block each. Then following it up off the bench, actually, was Quentin Grimes finishing his night with 18 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, as well as a steal and a block each. Then following it up back in the starting five, you have Isaiah Hardenstein finishing his night with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, as well as a steal and 2 blocks. Then following that up, you have Miles McBride off the bench finishing his night with 15 points, a rebound, 4 assists. Then following that up back into the starting five, you have Dante DiVincenzo finishing his night with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And then following that up, you have OG Anunoby finishing his night with 11 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. And then following that up off the bench, you have Josh Hart finishing his night with 10 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, and a block. And then following that up, you have Julius Randle, who had a very off game tonight, but still finished with 8 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, as well as a steal and a block each. And then following that up, you have Precious Achiuwa off the bench finishing his night with 5 points and 3 rebounds, as well as a block. And that's actually how the final stats come to an end here for the individual stats for the Charlotte Hornets. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side, where Joel Embiid ended up leading the way with another 10 plus rebound performance, finishing his night with 30 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, as well as a steal and 3 blocks, despite 6 turnovers. Tyrese Maxey then following it up in the starting five, finishing his night with 27 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Then following that up is Kelly Oubre finishing his night with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and assists. No steals, but 3 blocks, though. And he just had a lot of lackluster off the bench, honestly. You had Paul Reed off the bench finishing his night with 6 points and a rebound. You had Jaden Springer finishing his night with 3 points, a rebound, an assist, as well as a steal and a block each. You had Patrick Beverley finishing his night with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. You had Mo Bamba finishing his night with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. You had Daniel House Jr. finishing his night with 2 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. And then you had Tobias Harris rounding it off, finishing his night with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists to end off the final stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats now, as the New York Knicks ended up finishing shooting the ball in this game at 48.3% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 40.7%. The New York Knicks finished up shooting the ball 43.9% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 26.1%. The New York Knicks finished shooting the ball 96% from the free throw line to the Philadelphia 76ers 74.1%. The New York Knicks ended up out-rebounding the Philadelphia 76ers in the end 49-38. And especially the same thing goes towards the offensive rebounds, 10-8 in favor of the New York Knicks. In terms of assists, goes in the New York Knicks' favor as they out-assisted the Philadelphia 76ers in this one, 27-22. In terms of steals, also goes into actually the steals and blocks actually goes into the 76ers' favor. For steals, the 76ers had the advantage 8-7 over the New York Knicks. In terms of blocks, the 76ers also had advantage over the New York Knicks 9-7. In terms of total turnovers, the Knicks were able to squeak that one out against the 76ers 14-13. In terms of points in the paint, the 76ers were able to squeak that one out 46-44. And a total of 40 personal fouls called, with 22 of those going on the New York Knicks and 18 of those going on the Philadelphia 76ers. Ladies and gents, on that note, that is pretty much how the stats are going to come to an end on this one. After the Sixers lost a brutal game here to the New York Knicks by a final score of 128-92. Yep, the Utah Jazz coming to town tomorrow night against the 76ers. Yep, got that right, Charles. Thank you. Said BLC Sports Talk Network, the host, inadvertently said Charlotte Hornets. He meant to say New York Knicks. We humbly apologize for any inconvenience, because thanks for your understanding. Hey, Charles, that's my bad. That's my bad if I did say the Charlotte Hornets earlier. But if I didn't, I still appreciate you anyway in the chat, my guy. I appreciate you. But ladies and gents, actually, before we end up getting on out of here, just want to go ahead and put this out here real quick. Let's go ahead and give a quick shout out to the newest sponsor of the YouTube channel here in 10-Pin Toolkit. Shout out to the newest sponsor of the channel, 10-Pin Toolkit. If you out there have ever thought about either trying a new sport like bowling, want to learn about the history of bowling, or look to improve your game, then 10-Pin Toolkit is for you. 10-Pin Toolkit has so many tools to help you, such as angles and targeting, ball speed and RPM, an online score calculator, and so much more to help take your game to the next level. Ever since I started using 10-Pin Toolkit, it has taken my bowling game to new heights and has helped me tremendously in becoming a much improved bowler than what I was when I was just getting started to becoming the bowler that I am today. It is currently rated as tied for the #1 best bowling app in the world as of today. It is a great resource to be used for coaching and will help take the talent of bowlers to new places that they have never experienced before. So if you are interested in starting a bowling career, want to learn about the history of bowling, or just look to improve your game, go download 10-Pin Toolkit on either the App Store or the Google Play Store, or click the link down below in the description to download it and get ready to have an experience in bowling like you have never seen before. So there you go, guys. Just like that, there's our newest sponsor of the channel, 10-Pin Toolkit. I've worked with them, or rather I've sponsored them, I should say, for quite some time now. And they've helped me tremendously in improving my game, especially for this high school season for me. If you guys don't know, I do high school bowling for my high school. And I've definitely improved this year. And it's all been thanks to 10-Pin Toolkit, as well as the coaches that have brought me up to the point that I am as a bowler in today's world. So shout out to 10-Pin Toolkit as well as all the coaches that have helped me out up to this point. And Charles, I appreciate you for having me covered with everything with the NBA coverage and everything like that. I appreciate you, my guy. As we start to wrap it up, with Charles following it up and saying that's a wrap. Thanks for your understanding contribution on the live stream broadcast. Good night from Nassau, Bahamas. Best regards, Charles Adderley. Hey, Charles, I appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through. And I'll pretty much see you tomorrow morning. Or not tomorrow morning. I shall see you tomorrow night. But ladies and gents, on that note, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have not done so, ladies and gents. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. God bless and peace.